Ever wondered why modern dating feels like navigating a labyrinth full of trolls and dead ends? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to the era of modern dating, a time when finding love feels more like a game of Minesweeper than a romantic walk in the park. It's a world where love is literally at our fingertips, yet it seems more elusive than ever. One of the central challenges is the rise of superficiality. Picture this: you're swiping left and right, judging potential partners based on a handful of photos and a 2-sentence bio. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Except the needle is a genuine connection, and the haystack is a sea of duck-face selfies and gym flexes. Then there's the casual hookup culture. Remember the good old days when dating meant dinner and a movie, not a late-night you-up text? Nowadays, it's all about no-strings-attached fun, which can make it hard for those looking for something more meaningful. And let's not forget the paradox of choice. With thousands of potential partners just a swipe away, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. It's like being a kid in a candy store, except every candy comes with a potential heartbreak. Now let's move on to some vocab. Ghosting, breadcrumbing, and cuffing season are not just trendy buzzwords, they're the harsh reality of modern dating. Ghosting is when someone you've been seeing suddenly disappears without a trace. Breadcrumbing is when they lead you on without ever committing. And cuffing season? That's the time of year when singles scramble to find someone to keep them warm during the colder months. So how does one emerge victorious in this complex maze of modern dating? Stick around to find out. Welcome to the unofficial rulebook of modern dating, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. In this digital age, dating is a whole new ballgame with its own set of unwritten rules. They aren't carved in stone, but they can help you navigate the turbulent waters of modern romance. Let's dive into some of them. First off, let's tackle the age-old question: who pays for the date? Well, in the 21st century, the answer is whoever wants to. It's not uncommon for the person who initiated the date to foot the bill, but splitting the cost is also perfectly acceptable. The key here is communication. Discuss it openly and decide what feels most comfortable for both of you. Next up, the waiting game. How long should you wait before contacting someone after a date? 3 days? A week? Well, here's a novel idea. Forget the games. If you enjoyed the date and want to see them again, let them know. There's no too soon in expressing genuine interest. However, balance is crucial. Showing interest is great, but avoid coming off as too eager or desperate. It's a delicate dance, but hey, you've got the moves. Now, about online communication. In today's world, texting and social media often replace phone calls or in-person conversations. It's convenient, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. Remember, tone and context can easily be lost in text, so be clear and straightforward. And remember, emojis are your friends. They can add a touch of emotion and clarity to your messages. Finally, let's talk about authenticity. In a world where we often present a curated version of ourselves online, being genuine in dating is refreshing. Be yourself, set clear boundaries, and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs. After all, a meaningful connection can only be built on honesty and respect. But remember, the best rule in dating is that there are no rules, just guidelines to help you on your way. In the digital age, love is just a swipe away. But how do you make sure it's a match made in heaven and not a catfish from hell? Well, let's dive into the world of online dating, shall we? Picture this. You're about to embark on a journey to find love in the digital landscape. It's exciting, it's new, it's terrifying. But fear not, we've got some tips to help you navigate these uncharted waters. First and foremost, be authentic. Now I know what you're thinking. But I need to stand out. Yes, you do, but not by pretending to be someone you're not. You see, the beauty of online dating is that there's someone for everyone. So show the world who you truly are, quirks and all. You'll attract people who appreciate the real you. Secondly, set clear boundaries. This is your journey, and you get to decide how it goes. If you're not comfortable sharing personal information, don't. If you don't want to meet up right away, you don't have to. Remember, it's okay to say no. It's better to be safe than sorry. Now let's talk profiles. A good profile is like a good book cover. It catches the eye and gives a glimpse of what's inside. So, make it interesting, but keep it real. Avoid using outdated or heavily edited photos. You wouldn't want to start a potential relationship on a lie, would you? And speaking of lies, beware of misrepresentation. It's easy to pretend to be someone else online, but the truth always comes out. So, if something feels off, trust your gut. And don't be afraid to do a little online sleuthing. It's not stalking, it's self-preservation. Lastly, be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a solid relationship. It might take time to find your perfect match, and that's okay. Good things come to those who wait, right? So remember, when it comes to online dating, honesty is the best policy, and patience, they say, is a virtue. First dates, a thrilling cocktail of anticipation, excitement, and a dash of terror. But worry not, we've got you covered. First dates are like opening a new book. You're not quite sure what the story will be, but you're excited to dive in. The setting? That's your first chapter. Pick somewhere where you both feel comfortable. A cozy coffee shop, a lively park, or maybe even a casual dinner spot. This is not the time for a 7-course meal at the fanciest restaurant in town. Keep it simple. Keep it comfortable. Now let's move on to the dialogue. Your conversation starters should be like the hooks that keep you turning the pages. Think open-ended questions that allow your date to share about themselves. Ask about their favorite travel destinations, their passion projects, or the best concert they've ever been to. But remember, this isn't an interrogation, it's a conversation. Show genuine interest and respond with your own experiences and thoughts. Here's a golden rule: be present. In an age where our lives are lived half online, it's easy to forget the importance of being in the moment. Put away your phone, focus on your date, and truly listen to what they are saying. A little attentiveness goes a long way in showing respect and interest. And one more thing, nerves are normal. It's a first date, not a job interview. It's okay to be a little nervous. Use that energy to fuel your enthusiasm, not your fear. Laugh a little, be yourself, and remember, even if this date doesn't turn into a love story, it's one more chapter in your own personal adventure. And remember, a first date is just that, a first. There will be plenty more opportunities to get it right. Dating is a marathon, not a sprint, so how do you keep up the pace without burning out? Navigating the world of modern dating can sometimes feel like running a race where the finish line keeps moving. But remember, the goal is not to cross the finish line as fast as possible. It's about enjoying the journey and finding someone who complements you. One way to maintain a healthy dating life is by taking breaks when needed. Just like any good marathon runner, you need to know when to slow down, catch your breath, and rehydrate. In the world of dating, this means stepping back, reflecting on your experiences, and recharging your emotional batteries. Keeping a positive outlook is another essential component. Yes, dating can be challenging, and let's be real, sometimes downright frustrating, but it's also an opportunity to meet new people, learn about yourself, and grow as a person. So, even when things don't go as planned, try to find the silver lining. In the realm of modern dating, it's easy to get caught up in the pressure of finding the one. But here's a secret: there's no rush. Putting too much pressure on yourself can lead to stress and burnout. Instead, focus on the journey and the joy of meeting new people. Self-care is another key element. This includes physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, plenty of sleep, and time for relaxation can all contribute to a healthier dating life. Setting personal boundaries is also incredibly important. Know your limits, and don't be afraid to communicate them. This can include how often you go on dates, the pace of the relationship, or the level of emotional intimacy you're comfortable with. Remember, in the world of dating, you're the most important player. It's your journey, your race, your marathon. So listen to your body, respect your feelings, and most importantly, enjoy the ride. So there you have it, a survival guide to the wild, wild west of modern dating. Remember, every experience is a lesson learned. So go forth and conquer the dating world.